Welcome YouTubers to my first part of my review of the Snow Wolf M41A pulse rifle two-tone. Please don't be put off by the two-tone blue of this gun. It actually looks really kind of good and sci-fi when you get it up close and handle it. It's not that really nasty bright shiny blue. It can be taken apart to be repainted. I'm still considering whether or not I do that. But overall, I would say initially my experience of the build quality is absolutely excellent. I recently just tested the ammo counter, and the ammo counter works absolutely brilliantly. It's powered by a 9-volt battery, which is in the magazine well of the rifle. As you can see here, the cocking handle is just really cosmetic, but makes quite a good sound when you cock it, and the hop up is always exposed, which is quite handy. It means that you can adjust it one-handed in the field if you choose to use it as a skirmishing weapon, which personally I will not. It's a pretty authentic copy. I'm pretty sure that there will be a few purists who kind of spot things that aren't quite right with it, but the look and feel of the weapon is very, very authentic. I have held one of the original Aliens pulse rifles before, very, very long time ago, and I have to say the experience of wielding this one does compare quite favourably to one of the original mock-ups. So have a look at that. Okay, so moving on to the stock. This is activated by pressing a little button here. Sorry about the wound to my hand, it's not shooting related at all. It's a bit difficult to do one-handed, so please excuse me, but my able assistant has buggered off to go and speak to a family member. So by pressing in that button you can extend the stock. Seem to be two settings. That's quite comfortable for shooting from the shoulder if you want to do something that no one in the Aliens movies ever actually did. It seemed to be all hip firing, and as we all know with BB guns it is possible to walk the shots into the target. However, it's a nice feature. I would say that it's a little bit on the wobbly side, and it is a little bit, can be a bit rattly even when fully retracted. However, I reckon that putting a little bit of masking tape underneath that would actually stop that wobble and keep it nice and secure. Moving forward, we've got the grenade launcher. Unfortunately, this is sadly sort of there for cosmetic reasons, but the pump can be operated, revealing a shotgun shell. Don't know why there's not a grenade in there, as it's a grenade, not a shotgun, but still, never mind. And I imagine that some clever person might be able to work out some way of making that sound a little bit more metallic. Moving over to the actual rifle itself, obviously it's based on the Thompson submachine gun, and you'll notice that the pistol grip and everything is based on that. And looking on the opposite side of the weapon, you can see that you've got your switches for safety and single shot for all those all-important short controlled bursts. Slightly disappointing, I think, is the magazine situation where you basically remove this base plate. Now I think that you'd agree with me that that is one thing that's likely to come off, get dropped, break during a skirmish. Like I said, I'm not really intending on using this as a skirmishing weapon, so for me that's less of a concern, but I think that if you were going to use it as a skirmishing weapon, you would either have to beef that up a little bit or just put some tape over the bottom. As you can see here, there's the 9-volt battery which powers the ammo counter, and just down here there is a small switch which turns the ammo counter off and on. Now the magazine itself is removed by pressing up on the release catch and then pulling the magazine out, which I'm going to try and do without dropping the camera. You'll have to bear with me 1 second. And that reveals one of the short sort of high cap Thompson magazines, which obviously is loaded at the top and then wound at the bottom. Now, reinserting the magazine is a bit on the fiddly side because you